everybody, and welcome back to The Good Life again. So as I've said before, The Good Life is when you're in your kitchen and cooking with family and friends, and I happen to have both in the kitchen today, one being my dad.
Buongiorno.
And one being my bestie, Travy.
Arrivederci.
That reminds me of a joke. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi?
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi?
No, silly. Gnocchi. Not gnocchi, not gnocchi, but gnocchi, which brings us to the recipe that Dad, the expert in pasta, will be teaching Travy today, which is how to make the Italian potato dumplings gnocchi. So we're going to get started with Dad talking about the potatoes and going by the step-by-step process of how to make these dumplings.
So, seriously, we're going to make Italian potato dumplings, gnocchi. Some places of Italy, they are called cavatelli. You'll see why as we proceed through the recipe. Anyway, we're going to call it gnocchi today. It is exactly what the name sounds like. It's a potato dumpling. It's made with flour, egg, salt, and potato. The potato in this case is a baked potato, a russet. Now Tracy's already done 3 of them. This is number 4.
There you go.
Okay, now the skins are no good, so they're trash. Now normally what you would do is you would mash the potatoes. There's only 4 and they're small, so there's no sense messing up a mixer or hand mixer. We'll just take a regular sized dinner fork and mash them. We're going to be working this with our hands, so it's going to be homogeneous when we're finished anyway. It's all going to be nice and smooth. There won't be any lumps of potatoes. We're going to take care for that. That's perfect. Keep going. And you see the advantage of using a bowl that's sloped like this. It's helping her seize the potato against the side and press down where she can mash them with the fork.
I'm doing it right and I didn't even know.
Perfect. Perfect. Just like a little Italian girl.
Buongiorno.
Yes. That's good. Very good. Now we're going to add the flour. Now for 4 potatoes, you'll need a little more than a cup of flour. What we have here, there's 2 cups here, and anybody can visualize half of that. So we're going to put half of this 2 cups, which is 1 cup. We're going to add it to the potatoes and stir it around a little bit. Add an egg, a full egg that's been slightly mixed, and we'll go from there. So half the flour. And we're eyeballing this because that's good. Mix it around a little bit. Maybe you'd be better off with a spoon now. That's good.
I like how Tracy's doing all the muscle work.
I do too.
The young whippersnapper.
Okay, let's put the egg in. I want to mix that around good. The egg, of course, is a binder. Now we want to mix this around until it's sticky. Not too sticky, but just enough that it's kind of sticky to the fingers. And then we're going to transfer it to the dough board. And with some more flour, we'll be hand kneading the dough. What do you think?
It's at least sticking together.
Okay, now that's it. Go ahead and scrape that off the spoon. We're done with the spoon. Now the rest of it's going to be your hands, because your hands got to tell your brain when it's done.
Okay.
So go ahead with your hands and see that and feel it. Does it feel just a little bit sticky, but not too sticky?
Yep.
Okay. Now we're gonna turn this onto the dough board now. And when we built our house, since we were going to make a lot of breads and pasta dough, we had built-in shelf that's wood. If you're going to be taking something like this seriously, you probably ought to invest in a dough board. Amazon, maybe 30 bucks, something like that. It's a hardwood like a maple, 3/4 of an inch thick, maybe 16 by 20. You don't want to use something that will splinter, of course, but you can use something cheaper from Home Depot, as long as you're not going to be picking up splinters. So tell the guy at Home Depot what you plan to use it for, and then have him cut it for you so that it's the right dimension, clean it well, and then don't use it for any other purpose. And it'll serve you well as a dough board. So Tracy's going to transfer the dough over here onto a floured surface. All right, Trace, now we're going to start kneading the dough. I showed you a little bit earlier about pressing it with your palms. So go ahead and keep turning it over, pressing it away from yourself with the palms. See, she's putting her shoulders into this. That's what it takes. Because you want to squeeze the flour into the dough so that it's not sticky. We'll just watch Tracy for a while now. Okay, Tracy, that looks good. Let's take some saran wrap, wrap that, and let it rest for about 10 minutes so it'll be nice and smooth. Here. Just seal it in. Okay, we're going to start working the dough now, shaping the gnocchi. By the way, we cleaned up while we were on break waiting for this to set. We did not clean this on purpose because the roughness of the remaining dough here will make it easier to spin out the long pretzel-like dough that we're going to make into the gnocchi. So that's why this has not been cleaned here. It's clean, but it's not smooth. Now, here's the first piece. I'm going to roll this out, and as I'm doing this, I'm rolling it and I'm spreading my hands this way so that it becomes equal in size, diameter. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but there you have it. It's like a pretzel stick. And then we take a knife that I've misplaced. Oh, I'm sorry. Then we take our dough cutter and we cut about 1-inch pieces. And then you can use your thumb to shape the dough. See the little cravat there? Or I like to use a fork. It's make it look prettier. And you can just kind of whip it around. Excuse me, let me show you a little hint. I'll do one more and then turn it over to Tracy. Coat it with flour and just flip them. It's really kind of fun. And they look beautiful, see that? Now see the dough, it'll catch flour, the paste, the pasta sauce, it'll catch in the grooves there like rigatoni. Okay, Tracy?
No pressure, but the world's watching.
Yes, sweetheart.
And I do not do that part well. There's obviously a technique to it, but we'll see what I can do with the pretzel sticks.
You're doing fine.
Certainly I can roll, right?
No pressure, but the world's watching. We're about to find out.
Ooh, I did it. Perfect.
Not too big, not too long. Not too fast. Just take it slow. By the time you get to the end of that dough ball, you'll be quick.
Too big?
A little flour, that's it. Alright, so now we have the gnocchi spread out on the lightly floured cotton towel. What I'm going to do is put them into the colander just to shake out the excess flour. Then we're going to add the gnocchi to the boiling water. Highly boiling. A hard boil. Want to help, Trace?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we got a hard boil. We're going to add about a tablespoon of salt. Of course, the gnocchi is going to absorb the salt. Give that great flavor. I'm going to stir it. Tracy, you want to take this? I'm going to stir it so that we separate the gnocchi. That's good. Now we have to bring it back to a boil. As they get hot again, they're going to start floating. We're going to wait until they come to the surface, which only take a couple minutes, and then after they're floating for about 1 minute, they're done. We'll put this on tilted to speed up the time. Keep the heat in. Put these in here. Let it drain. Let it drain. Sorry. Let it drain good. Very good. Excellent. Now we'll want to spread the butter into the pan.
This whole thing.
Yes.
So what
It's
is
about
it?
3 tablespoons of butter. 3 Parmesan cheese. Just smooth it around till it melts. We're going to put the Parmesan cheese in. If we can cross our arms, that's good. Doing good, kid. Let's put half of that in, and then the other half we can use for individual taste on their own plate. Move it around. Excellent. Now for just a little bit of site security, we've got some chopped up sage, fresh sage from the garden. We'll move that in there and mix it up, all of it. And then we have a couple of whole sage leaves that we can put on the side for plating dressing.
And that looks fabulous.
Yummy.
Yeah, no kidding.
Smells
Okay.
good too.
So, buongiorno and buon appetito.
Arrivederci.
Hola.
Twins! God forbid.
So you put the whole thing on.
There you go.
And that is a beautiful thing. Thanks, guys, and see you next time.